Hi, this is Cheryl Hirsch with Hirsch Parent Coaching. Today I want to talk about extrinsic versus intrinsic motivation. And I have to be honest, I had a little bit of trouble figuring out what exactly the tool would be. You might have come up with something better on how to word this. So I've got tool number 19, use extrinsic motivation wisely. So why do I say that? Growing up and even in recent years in education as parents, we have used all sorts of things, marble jars, paying kids for grades, a lot of extrinsic motivation. And I don't want to say there is never the proper time to do that. Sometimes it works well with certain populations of children, so I don't want to say always rule it out. However, new findings have told us that extrinsic motivation may work in the short run, but it does not work in the long run to develop intrinsic motivation, which is doing something for its own worth versus doing it for someone else or to win a prize. And again, it's not always bad to win a prize. So this is what I want you to think about. We want our kids to do the right thing, and we want to do the right thing for the right reasons and not because we're trying to please someone else. We want our children to grow up to be thriving adults who know right from wrong and are motivated to do the right thing. And oftentimes, extrinsic motivation can undermine motivation. So, when is extrinsic motivation good? And I'm not talking about a special population. Look, if you're working hard with your grades to earn a scholarship to college, that is wonderful extrinsic motivation. If you are having your child earn money to then buy something that they really want or something important, we have jobs, we get paid. That is extrinsic motivation. Obviously, we need that. However, when we're working with children and others, we want them to feel good about what they do. So it's interesting, in my conscious discipline training, I had to relearn a few things. As a teacher, I was taught to say, I really like how you and your team are working so hard together. Now that makes it about pleasing me. So what I had to relearn, and I still have to say, I don't know if I'm completely there after all those years of using I like, now it's to say, you and your team are working so beautifully together. I really notice how hard you're working and how productive and creative you're being and getting along today. Good for you. Now, do you see in that example that it's not about me, it's about them? And using the word notice or I see is a good practice term to then, help praise children for what they're doing versus trying to please you. So I hope that makes sense. So you can just say, wow, you are really working hard. Good for you. Can you think of some other examples? So I just want, in schools, oftentimes they used to use the jar of filling up the marbles, and the poor kid who was really struggling with whatever maybe needed some more help could then ruin it for the whole class. I never thought that was fair. And again, stickers for different things instead of just feeling good about the work that they did. And again, I'm not saying to rule out stickers completely, but it's really important to develop motivation and intrinsic reasons for doing well. I hope this was helpful to you, and I'm happy to discuss it further if anybody has any questions in the comment section. I'd love to talk more about this. It's a lot to think about. It's very different than how we were schooled and even how we were schooling until recent years. And I know some people are still doing this. So again, think about it. We want the children to feel valued, have their own motivation, feel their own success versus trying to please others. And again, to summarize, some extrinsic motivations that are used may work in the short run, but often, and research has shown us, does not work in the long run. So if you need some help thinking about what does that look like in your household, or even teachers, if there's a teacher listening, what can that look like? I do want to say, and don't want to forget to say, that we can have celebrations. and we can have rewards. However, instead of giving something specific to that child, like a sticker, or for your own child, you can say, you've done and worked so hard in this, we're going to spend some extra time together this evening. So make the reward connecting with you or another adult in the family to make that special. Or if you are a teacher in your classroom, say the class has been working so hard and we finished this project, we're going to have a celebration. But it's not being earned or a value for a specific child about pleasing you. It's about doing the right thing. I hope that makes sense. I know it's a little fine-tuned, a little nuanced there, but think about it. Would love to hear your comments. Wishing everyone well. It's Cheryl with Hirsch Parent Coaching. Bye.